Hello and welcome to The Shed with me, Steve Hearn. Coming up in today's show, I'll be talking iPad, iPhone 4, and also I have two special guests. That's all coming up next. So the iPad, I was very lucky and I managed to purchase one for myself, and here is the iPad. I got this while I was in Florida on vacation in the Apple store in the Florida Mall, and the guy there was very helpful, and he made it very easy for me to purchase, and he set it up in store for me. I could use it straight away, which was very good. And I have to say that I actually really like it. The iPad has been criticised as being a very large iPhone, which I guess you could call it that, but it's so much more. It really is. It works very well. The battery life is as they say, it lasts a long time, and that is really good. One of the best things I like about it is on Safari, the internet loads up so quickly. Let's just see here. I'll just load up my blog, and within just a few moments, and this blog is quite graphic content heavy, but it loads up reasonably quickly. Some of the web pages do load up instantly, and it's a pleasure to use. And as you know, the rotation works just instantly with this, and I really like it. So browsing the internet on the iPad is fantastic, but one of the key things about this is you have access to the App Store for the iPad, and you can download many apps. And as you may know, I've been playing around with the art side of this, and there are two apps, key ones, that are available for the iPad for an artist to use to draw with. One is Sketchbook Pro and the other is Art Studio. I have both, and both are extremely good. They are very good, and I'd recommend both. Which is the better? I don't think one or the other is better. It's a case of personal preference. I used Sketchbook Pro first and found it to be great, but then I used Art Studio afterwards, and with Art Studio it just came so naturally and worked and flowed for me so easily. I just took to it straight away, and I really enjoy using it. And I've been playing around. There's a small sort of caricature cartoon I did of Leo Laporte from Twit TV, the podcast, and I've been adding some colour to that, and it's just so easy to use. It's a pleasure to use. It's very straightforward and logical, as most of the things are with this technology. So if you're looking for an app to use to draw with, I can recommend both the Sketchbook Pro and the Art Studio. The Art Studio is cheaper to purchase from the App Store. So if I was going to recommend one to you, I would say try Art Studio first. I think the App Store in the UK it's £2.99, which is about $4 in America. So inexpensive and a great program. With the Art Studio for the iPad, drawing with the iPad, what you need is the Pogo sketch pen. And this is what it looks like. It's like a normal pen, but on the end they have this piece of sponge. And the sponge has to be this size because the iPad won't recognise the tip unless it's about 9 pixels wide. So that's the reason why the sponge is flat and is that size. It allows the iPad to recognise there's a input, which is the same when you put your finger on, the finger will kind of squash into 9 pixels wide. So you can use your finger, and that does actually work quite well, and I've tried some of that with my finger and it's been cool. Or you can use the Pogo sketch pen, which are available in the Apple Store. You can buy these as well, something like I think $12 or £10, something around there, not too expensive. Doesn't seem much for the price, to be honest, but it does do the job, and I think we may see some developments with these. I can kind of see the tips changing. It feels strange because it doesn't have the point, so when you're using it you have to get used to it. It is a bit odd, but there may be some changes, I don't know, but I can see the possibility of that happening. Anyway, the Pogo sketch pen, available in the Apple Store. It's worth getting if you're going to be drawing on the iPad using the Art Studio app. Okay, so the iPhone 4, I've been a busy bee. I've been buying lots of gadgets, and I've actually got myself an iPhone 4 as well. And I've only had this just over a day or so, and I'm getting used to using this. It's obviously very easy because I have the iMac and the iPad, so it's a natural thing for me to get straight into the iPhone. And again, I have to say that I really like it. I love the iPhone, I love the iPad. The whole thing now all just syncs up, so I'm fully Mac enabled here in the shed. And going out and about with this, it's great. I do get a very good reception. I don't have a problem with that. And the 3G works quite well, and I've been able to surf the internet, download things, check emails, go on Facebook, etc, etc. So the iPhone 4 I found so far to be very good, and I've had no problems with it working. So the iPhone 4 is great. If you don't have one and you're thinking about getting one, I can recommend that you do make the decision and go get yourself an iPhone 4. You will love it. You will love it. Okay, so let's just turn this little baby off. There we are. I'm always pressing the wrong buttons. And my special guest in the shed today. Well, I have two, and the first one is Hugo, my sock monkey. And here's Hugo, my brand new sock monkey from Jill. And thank you, Jill, for this. And I will be speaking a bit more about sock monkey in the future. Hugo and I guess, are going to get up to some tricks together. And we'll see how that develops in the future with the editions of the shed. The other special guest I have here with me today is something else I picked up while I was in Florida. And I have a Mickey Mouse Vinylmation. Yes, Disney are now doing Mickey Mouse as a Vinylmation. It's this new kind of character which is almost like a caricature of Mickey Mouse. His nose area has been squashed down. It still has the circular sides with his ears and head. The ears are slightly smaller and the nose is slightly smaller. And it kind of follows the rules of caricature when you're drawing, that you can't make everything big, you can't make everything small. Some things remain the same and some things reduce. So Mickey's ears are reduced and his nose is reduced, which makes his head look larger, but it's actually the same size. But the Vinylmation, the idea is that these are a good gimmick, they're collectible, you can swap them, but the great thing about these, you can decorate them. So the idea is you can either stick things on them or draw and paint on them. And the reason I got this for the studio, my Vinylmation Mickey, is that the idea will be for anyone that comes into the shed, which is their first visit, what I would like them to do is to sign, draw, paint or do something on Mickey, the Vinylmation, and I'm going to collect and fill him up with all the visitors to the shed. And I'll share that with you in future shows. And you can see how it develops, and I'll talk about those people that come in as well. Well, thank you for watching The Shed with me, Steve Hearn. I do appreciate you taking the time and effort to watch the show. I hope you enjoy it. I always appreciate any feedback, so please do contact me and let me know. Let me know what you like, let me know what you don't like. As always, I do try each time to improve from the previous show, and I'm aware of certain things that happen that maybe aren't so professional. So again, with your help, I can find out what I could have done better on this show maybe. I know there's certain things. Apologies if the volume's not too brilliant, the sound quality. I still need to get myself a more professional microphone. At the moment I'm just using the camcorder to record this and the microphone with the camcorder. And that's not too bad, but I know it could be a bit better quality. Anyway, we'll try and improve every time as we go forward, and I plan to do lots more of the shows of Here in the Shed. So, thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, stay safe, be happy, and keep smiling.